Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today here at FFG Live. We're very excited to be playing Star Wars Unlimited. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the starter decks. We're going to be playing. But first, let's introduce you to Danny Schaefer.
Hi, everyone.
Obviously, everybody knows Danny. He's the lead designer, and
He's
not
over.
Luke Skywalker, not that leader, lead designer on the game. And then Jeremy Zwern, our senior game designer, who is also leading parts of the game. So they're both leaders. That's how this goes. And I'm Josh, I do OP, and we're just here to have some fun today. So since we're talking about the starter decks, let's talk about some of the things that the starter decks will include for people who are, just getting into the game and want to buy something that is just a deck out the gate.
Yeah, so when you buy the starter product, it's going to be 2 decks in a single box, Luke versus Vader. It's going to come with, obviously, full playable 50-card decks for Luke and Vader. There are going to be some cards in there that are exclusive to the starters, that you can only find in the starter. And a question a lot of people have been asking is how many copies of those? You'll get a full play set of all of them. So obviously Luke and Vader are leaders, you only need one of them, but all the cards in the decks, you'll get 3 copies.
Nice.
So cards like Leia, for instance.
So I will point out, because you mentioned it earlier, the decks that we're using today have some of the cards that were in the demo decks.
Yes.
And it's going to be real nice when there are 3 copies of some of those cards versus the one that were in the demo decks.
Yeah, playing a single R2 and a single 3PO is a little awkward to make the combo work.
Yep.
But 3 of each is a lot better.
Nice.
So also in the box, there's going to be quick start rules, so just like teach you how to play the game, get you started.
Yep.
There are going to be 2 folded paper playmats that are, these are the Gamegenic playmat. This here is a Gamegenic playmat, but the ones in the starter box will actually have little references of like, here's what all the keywords are, here are the steps of a turn, here's the actions you can take on your turn, so that for new players you can reference those while you're playing the game. I love the playmats,
nice.
They're awesome. And then on the back side of the playmats, it's going to be a cool art of Luke and Vader, which is cool when you don't need those anymore, basically.
I love it.
There are deck boxes as well, folded cardboard deck boxes that are pretty cool.
Nice.
Is that it? I think I covered everything. Oh, and the
You
tokens,
did.
obviously.
Yeah,
the,
and then
shield
tokens.
and experience tokens, which will be double-sided in those starters.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see that, yeah.
So yeah, let's actually talk about that really quickly, because those are double-sided in the starters.
Yeah.
But that's not how they're going to be in every product. We're not going to get too in the weeds on every other product, but we have had a lot of questions about what's on the back side of the base, what's on the back side of the tokens. So let's talk about that regarding the starter decks specifically.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, because it is different in the starters
Yes.
than in boosters. So in the starters, it's pretty simple. Obviously the leaders are double-sided. The base on the back is just going to have your deck list. So if you need to consult what cards are actually in your Luke deck, it's right there in the back of the base, and it doesn't have a normal card back, so you're not going to accidentally shuffle it into your deck.
Right. Right. And because boosters don't have deck lists on them, it's going to be a little bit different. So here it's front and back deck list base, and the tokens are front and back shield and experience.
Right.
But in boosters, it's going to look a little different.
Yeah, in boosters, it's going to be a base on one side and then either a shield or experience on the other side. And largely that's just so that when you're building your own decks, or if you're playing draft or sealed, you're going to end up with a nice mix of bases and tokens.
Right.
You can grab whatever you need.
Yeah, you choose
the game.
the one base from the packs that you open, and the rest are
the
the
rest
tokens
of
that you need.
Yeah, shield and XP.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, that answers that question for people. And I think, that's it from the starter decks themselves. So should we just jump into gameplay?
Yeah, let's do
Are we
it.
ready to go?
Shuffle up real
So I
quick.
know we already showed the top-down camera really quick for anybody who didn't watch our content or wasn't at Gen Con. We are using a lot of the Gamegenic stuff that we have. You've noticed the deck boxes that are out. We have the blue-yellow with the white drawer for Luke, the red-green with the black drawer for Vader to match their aspects. So, and then, all the tokens and stuff. We won't be using the cards because we have the fancy stuff from Gamegenic, which is all, again, for those who didn't watch the stream or participate at Gen Con, this is all going to be launched the same day as the game itself.
Yeah.
So a lot of really cool stuff to go along with it.
Yeah. Oh, we maybe didn't mention when we were talking through the starters. In the starter product itself, you'll get cardboard punch versions of all the counters.
Yes,
damage
yeah,
counters,
everything that
initiative,
you'll
things
need.
like that.
Yeah. Sorry, you said tokens, which were the token cards,
Yeah.
but also the punch tokens.
Yeah.
So yes, that will all be included as well. It's really everything you need to get off the ground and start playing the game.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So these cool sleeves.
Yep, so let's hit that top down. We've got our Luke and Vader sleeves that we get to use this time. I know they were clear at Gen Con. I will point out, all the Game Genic stuff is final product, but you may notice from the cards that we're using today, these are proxies. We don't have the final product in hand yet, but we still want to play with the content that's going to be contained within the starters. All right.
All right.
Are we ready to go? Are you guys
Oh, yeah.
gonna?
I trust.
Same here.
So trusting. I wouldn't. All right. So Jeremy, why don't you give this a call? We're gonna do embossed or unembossed side.
Embossed.
And embossed it is. So, would you like the initiative?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Do I like this hand?
I'll keep.
You're keeping? This one's close. I might live to regret this, but I'm going to keep as well.
All right. So for the chat, we've already played this game on a couple streams. A lot of people already understand the rules to it. So we're going to talk through our turns, but not be as deliberate about it. So if you have any questions, definitely throw them into the chat. If you're not understanding a ruling, and yeah, we'll go from there.
I will start by passing.
I hate it.
What?
I will say, I haven't played these starter decks in a while. I don't think you have either,
Me neither.
Jeremy. But we
Long
played the
time.
demo decks quite a bit
yeah.
at Gen Con. And the sequencing and like reacting to what the other player does is a big part of the play in those demo decks. Well, I think I have to keep the pressure on. I think if the game goes long, Vader wins. So I'm going to play Leia. When played, I'm going to ready a resource.
All right, so Pearl, my Snow Trooper Lieutenant with
Makes sense.
no Imperials.
And I'll use Luke's action, pay 1 exhaust, to put a shield on the unit that entered play this turn.
I'll take initiative.
And I will pass. So draw 2. Oh, that's not my favorite draw.
Mulligan the draw.
Let me consult my deck list really quick. How many copies of this do I have? Oof,
So convenient.
awkward. This is tough.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Are you though?
You're laughing. I think we're good.
Attack your base.
Sure, I'll take 2. I'll take your lieutenant and trade my shield for that card.
Super Laser Technician.
Yeah, not pleased about that. It's not my favorite play, but Super Laser is such a big card in this matchup. I don't think I can let you
Bounce
trade it
it.
off. I'm going to bounce back to your hand with Waylay.
I'll
I think
take
Super Laser is
initiative.
probably the single most important card in the matchup in the demo decks, from what I saw. At least up there. I'll pass. The ability for Vader to ramp and come out in the same turn as Luke is just,
Yeah.
it's pretty terrifying.
So Luke's base has taken 2 damage. That's where we're ending the turn. So 28 to 30.
Yeah. Sorry, good call. Interesting. I don't like that we're on round 3 and have dealt 0 damage to Vader's base. I think the long game definitely favors Vader.
I agree. Well, he's back.
He's back. I'll hit your base for 2. Put you down to 28.
There we go. 2 damage into Vader.
I'll pass.
You'll pass. I'll hit on a rogue operative. 2/4 Saboteur Raid 2. I don't think we've seen this card before.
Is that a new card?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a new card! New card alert!
Is that a new game designer?
No, you've never heard of me before.
Existing game designer. All right, yeah, so this is a new card. So let's talk about this Rogue Operative. So we're going to pop that card up on screen for you really quick, and then we'll discuss it.
Rogue Operative. It's a 2/4 with Saboteur and Raid 2. 2 keywords in this common here. Really nice 3-drop in your aggro deck. Sentinels can't stop it, and it hits for 4 every turn if you get to attack with it.
Very cool.
Yeah. I don't. Where is this character hanging out, Tyler? You're my lore expert.
If you'll recognize, they're planting a bomb on Scarif.
Yep.
Ooh,
absolutely
okay.
Scarif.
Some Rogue One content. Love to see it.
I will pass.
He'll pass again. So I could just take initiative and have us go to the next round. I'm inclined to put a shield on Rogue Operative, though, and then you'd have to spend your ability to just pop it off.
Which I will.
Fair enough. My base
base.
takes 1
Yep,
damage.
so one more base in, or
I'll
one
take
more
initiative.
damage into Luke's base.
All right, pass.
Sounds good.
Oh, this is the first time I get to see these tokens in real life. These are great.
That's a card. That is a hell of a card I just drew. Heck of a card. Sorry. Family friendly.
Very good. My ears can't take it. The family ears, I'm sure, can.
I'm trying to contemplate what 5-drops are over in Jeremy's deck.
Well, do you want me to grab his deck list for you?
Nah, I think I remember.
Okay.
I think it's mostly ATSCs.
So
Charge
Tyler,
that.
who's in the lead right now as far as you're concerned? I know obviously
great
there's one more damage into a base than the other, but
Yeah, I'm not a invested party, so I can actually have opinions about this.
just make sure they don't hear you talking about it.
Oh yeah. I'll have to really put my
There you go.
hands around your ear here. The fact that as Danny pointed out earlier, Luke having only gotten 2 damage on Vader's base is a problem. But the starter decks are not designed such that one deck has to be faster than the other
Right.
to win. Luke certainly can win in the late game. It'll just be harder.
I already regret my resource choice for this turn. I'm seeing a much better line I could have taken, but that's fine.
The big question is what expensive cards Jeremy has in his hand, because Luke has significant board advantage.
As of right now, yes.
Luke has triple the damage output in a regular race. Obviously, the technician is not going to live very long because that's not its job.
Yeah, I really don't like the technician's about to trade for my Leia.
So the real question is, what's Vader? When is Vader coming out, and what's he going to do once he does?
Yeah, I'm gonna first action hit your base for 2 with Leia.
All right.
Dropping down to 26.
Oh yeah, put that
put
10 on
10 on
there.
there,
Put
yeah,
that
that
10.
counts.
Yeah.
Yes, hit Leia, become a resource.
That's just such a good card.
And it comes in ready too.
I know. Just you're a resource now.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
and you're ready to
I'm
go.
so sad
Let's
about
do
my
it.
choices. I had what I think would have been a much stronger sequence in retrospect.
The Emperor only gets the best technicians to build his Death Star.
Sacrificial lambs.
Instead, I'm gonna go Wing Leader, put 2 experience on Rogue Operative.
All right.
This is now a 4/6 Saboteur Raid 2.
Bet Vader wishes he had a Vanquish now, doesn't he?
Wait, chat's spoiling the cards in my hand. I don't like this.
Don't look.
Interceptor will shoot down the wing leader.
Bummer. I'm gonna hit your base for 6.
Ouch.
Oh, is it okay. I don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry.
Now the 10 is on there.
All right. Now we've got the 10 on there. So Jeremy's down to 20 health on his base.
I'm really sad the Vader's can come at the same turn as Luke, though. That's a problem.
I mean, people are excited with the 4-6 with Raid 2, though.
I'm excited about it too.
It's looking really good for now.
For now.
It dodges Force Choke, which matters a lot right now.
That's true.
True.
I'll use Vader.
1 and 1. No,
Was
we're
that
gonna just
about
Force
dodging
Choke.
what now?
Listen, I tried. we tried to get there.
The next one.
I'll take the initiative.
All right, so initiative's gonna
That's your
change
initiative.
hands here.
And I'm tapped out. All you can do is pass. Interesting draws.
So I'm not looking at Danny's hand, but that's a little spicy.
Very interesting draws. There are a lot of ways I could play these next couple rounds. I had a whole game plan that might completely change.
Isn't drawing cards just the best?
Yeah, drawing 2 cards, resourcing 1 makes for some fun but difficult decisions. So I know Vader's coming out. I know you have 7 resources. 7's a lot. Oh, there's so many ways to play this.
There are.
I think this is maybe going to be a controversial decision, but I think I resourced this card.
Oh wow! All right, all right.
Now I'm really curious what you resourced.
Oh, you didn't see it? I was a little surprised by it.
Spicy.
I know.
Spicy.
This is where we need to get, the clear tabletop
Oh,
for the
we can look
resources
under
so that
it?
people can see what everybody's resourcing,
Here, we'll have a camera look under the table.
right?
Have you guys talked about why we ready all the cards at the end of the phase? Yeah.
I talked about it a lot at Gen Con when teaching people the game, but I don't know if we have on the stream. So
Yeah, so one of the things that, while they think, I'll go on a quick game design tangent. One of the things that we discovered during early playtesting of the game was that it could be onerous sometimes to communicate to your opponent, I'm ready to start the next round. And at one point we tried out the idea of what if the readying happened at the end instead of at the beginning. And then there's a clear nonverbal cue of once all your cards are ready, that communicates to your opponent that you're ready to start the next round. So you're not constantly asking, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
yeah, it's a great idea. And technically, when resources are put into play, they are exhausted.
Yeah, it does have the rule that
Right, so it
resource
also works with the
units
rules.
always come in exhausted,
It also
and they just ready.
simplifies, exactly. It also
Yep.
simplifies the rules, which is nice.
Jeremy's thinking, which I always hate to see.
Yeah,
He's got some good
dangerous
options.
for
How many
everyone.
cards do you have in your hand right now? 4? 5. Ugh. Can't be good for me.
I'm sure you have like a surprise strike or fleet lieutenant, so I would
Sure
knock
about
Vader out
that?
right away. I don't know, I was hoping to save this card, but it might be best to use it now.
He hasn't been showing me his
Oh, don't worry.
hand as
Don't
much
worry.
as.
Don't worry, I've been peeking.
I've got a game plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but
And
I've
that's
got
what
a
I
plan.
love about the alternating actions. You can have all the game plan you want, and then it just gets completely annihilated by one action or one card coming down.
John Leo says hello in chat.
All right,
Hello, John.
we've seen an arc for this
John
card.
Leo?
Haven't seen the ability yet, so let's do that.
Ooh, okay. So
Oh,
when we had our front-facing camera on, I had this card in the background just in case anybody, caught that. But this is a new card, Overwhelming Barrage. So let's talk a little bit about Overwhelming Barrage. We're going to pull that up on the screen for everybody to see. All right, what does it do, Jeremy?
Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for this phase. Then it deals damage equals power, divided as you choose, among any number of other units. Be
Brown Bay did catch the card. They saw it in the background.
Be
But
quite powerful. Ideally,
yeah.
Ideally want to get Vader out first, then use it, but
right, but if
I'm afraid Vader's going to die next
Yep.
action if I don't clear out the operator right now. So yeah, I'll choose an intercept to get +2/+2. He'll now have 5 power, so I'll do a 5 damage to
Yep.
operative.
Yep. How's that plan
I'm
working
sad.
out for you now?
I'm sad. The plan did not involve my rogue operative immediately being defeated, I have to say.
Also, I'm going to jump in and say that's one of my favorite arts in the whole set.
Yes.
The overwhelming barrage, yes.
Ooh, do we actually
It is
have-
spectacular. Yeah, so I put the reminder token out there just to show because it has +2/+2
I'm
for
going
the
to put
phase.
the temporary +2/+2.
Yeah, okay, that works too.
effect,
Yep.
as distinct from the experience. It's a 5/4. Could deploy Vader. Kill my X-wing. Everything is terrible now.
Yeah,
Feel the power of the dark side.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Just to point out, that wasn't an attack. That was get +2/+2 for the phase,
And smash.
and then hit with that power.
Oh, what a disaster. I think I do need to keep pressure on. So 2 damage on your base before you just gobble that guy up.
Okay, so that's 2 more damage. Perfect.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Luke, what are you going to do about that?
I'm
Leia.
gonna say
My
I'm gonna
daughter,
say
no.
You wouldn't attack your own daughter, would you?
Oh,
Leia Organa exhaust Darth Vader.
sister. All right, that helps.
This is a fun game.
Disobedience.
This is, yes. I think the chat's enjoying it a little bit too.
You are part of a rebel alliance and a traitor.
You have 2 cards in hand?
2 cards in hand.
Yeah, for now I'll hit that and kill it.
Okay.
Take 2
so-
damage. Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Yeah. I could shield Leia. Let me think for a second, actually.
Could shield Leia,
Looks
and then
like
deploy
it's a
Luke,
4/7.
and then shield Leia.
Yeah, that is a play that's available to me. You have 2 resources up. Could well have Vader's lightsaber just hanging out there.
Is that in this deck? I don't know.
Yes. We didn't want to put it in here. It's too good.
I think it's just deploy Luke.
All right. The Father, the Son, and the daughter, all on the table.
Also, don't forget the TIE Interceptor. They don't want to be left out.
They're in space. Easy to forget.
You got your lightsaber?
Wouldn't you
There's
like to
no
know?
way I have my light. Luke doesn't even have a lightsaber.
No.
Luke has got like a blaster, I think.
Nothing.
Yeah. He mostly just
That's not
fights with
his-
his bare hands.
That's not his lightsaber. That's his dad's lightsaber.
Truth. I mean, he kind of owns it at this point. So,
Surprise, we put Darth Vader's lightsaber in Luke's deck.
Well, I really wish I had my lightsaber, but I don't. So use a snow trooper.
Just bring out a 2/3. Okay.
all right. And while that's happening, I am gonna point out because somebody asked in the chat, this is a 2-player starter experience. These are not separate decks. These will be contained in the same product. For those that missed the top of the stream.
There
I
it
think
is.
this is the path. Luke's lightsaber on Luke.
Oh,
Well, we haven't seen this yet, have we?
Luke's lightsaber.
This card is sweet.
Let's talk about Luke's lightsaber.
People have been wanting to know what this card does for like actual like months at this point.
All right,
Here we
so
go.
let's talk about it.
Attached to a non-vehicle
Okay,
unit.
Luke is not a vehicle, correct?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, sounds great.
When played, if attached unit is Luke Skywalker, heal all damage from him. Missing out on some value there.
Yep,
Hurts
yep.
my heart. Give a shield token to him.
Okay,
So
That sounds real good.
We've got an 8/8 shielded Luke right now.
so it's a way for Luke to shield himself by
Seven,
grabbing
seven.
his own lightsaber.
7, 8.
Sorry, yes.
Yes, now it's
7/8.
7/8 with the
I
+3
can do
plus
math.
1. Juice.
8/8 would be much nicer.
Obi-Wan has taught you well. Take the initiative.
And I'm not going to waste any time.
Surprise.
I'm going to surprise strike, attack Darth Vader, kill him. Luke's shield goes away.
All right,
I thought that was better than playing Chewie.
You had. Oh yes. You had everything that you needed to make that happen. What are you looking for?
Little X.
Oh yeah. Do we have those
Oh,
little? I guess we
I
can
might
use
have
an
left them on the other
exclamation point.
table.
I guess.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yep,
Great.
we've got them.
Yes, these will also be in the starter. Little reminders that you've used your leader's epic action.
Here's one of them. I don't know where the other one went.
Thank
All right, and you took initiative. I will pass.
All right. That was a lot.
Shot down.
Oh, and that goes down at the end of the round. Good call. End of the phase, I guess, even.
So just to recap everybody on what happened, Darth Vader showed up. Leia said, "Come on, you wouldn't attack me." And then Luke ambushed Vader and murdered him.
Right. He was hiding behind Leia the entire time. Squatting down real low.
All right. I am scared because I know Jeremy has a lot of powerful cards in this deck that cost 7 or more resources.
Right.
But for now, I'm feeling good. I will keep both cards in hand. I will not resource.
Yowza.
We'll see if I can keep the pressure on long enough to withstand what I'm sure will be a terrible onslaught.
Yeah, that was a rough round.
Oh, did I miss my shield?
You
from
did
Luke's
miss
attack?
your shield when Luke attacked. So.
With an asterisk on this game.
You
Technically,
may
well, it's
give.
technically
Leia
it's
has,
optional.
Leia has a shield.
Yeah, Leia has a shield. So let's actually talk about this really quick, because when we did the live stream at Gen Con, there was a ruling that there were some questions on it, and I think that we clarified it incorrectly. So since we have an Overwhelm unit and a shielded unit on the table, when when a unit with Overwhelm attacks into a unit with a shield, it blocks all of that damage because of the shield, not just the amount that it would be able to take, and then the Overwhelm still spills over.
Yeah. A
So-
shield blocks all damage from one
Yes,
source.
exactly. So-
the unit isn't defeated. There's no excess
Yeah,
damage.
the Overwhelm would not go into the base because that damage doesn't exist, essentially, because of the shield. So just to clarify, make sure everybody's on the same page.
But also, I will interject here and point out that many card abilities are intentionally worded as being optional, like Luke's.
Right.
In part, so that we don't cause
Just run into Luke.
game state errors if someone does forget, right?
Right.
In a tournament, if Danny forgets, then the rule is Danny didn't do it.
Correct.
And we don't have to be like, oh no, the game broke.
Yeah.
Well-
yeah, thank you for not breaking the game.
I guess I'm going to attack with Luke before the Emperor comes down and gets him. 7 damage to your base. Shield Leia.
Okay. 7 more into the base. Jeez, putting you down to 11.
Yep.
There he is.
As you were foreseen.
All right. So here comes Palpatine.
6 damage to Luke. Was hoping he'd last a little longer than that. So he's exhausted. We didn't have another X.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
remember.
there might be one in the box over there.
In the box.
Yep.
And that's a 6/6 overwhelm. All right, I am only attacking base for the rest of the game, I think.
Right.
But you have to 21 damage, 9 health left in your base.
Yep.
Hope I can play enough units to weather the Palpatine onslaught.
I'll take initiative.
Unfortunately, I have a draw where I can only play 1 unit this turn. So it's Consular Security Force, then pass. Ooh. But I don't mind that draw.
Shouldn't be mad about it.
Certainly am not.
All right.
Get out of here.
I will resource.
Not looking good for a dark side.
I hear they have cookies, though. That's what I've
Really?
been told.
Ooh, I want cookies.
Yeah. Give me some.
Can we have
Where?
cookies next stream?
Yeah, you know what? I'll bring in cookies.
We used to have streams that had snacks on them. At least once we did.
I was saying,
Did we?
Delicious snacks.
we did it exactly.
Invo-
once, I
involved
think.
some values of delicious, I guess. Involved a blender and
Oh, yeah, that was. Yes. That was a long time ago. When was
Yeah.
that? 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a minute.
4 times, yeah.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna go into security force.
6 damage there, 3 back to Palp.
Look at that. I guess when you get a whole team together, they can take
Right.
they can take a hit from one emperor.
Yeah, I'll put 3 on your base.
Emperor zaps them, and they're like, ah, most of us are dead.
Yeah,
Not all of us.
one is still there,
One dude's left.
holding on as hard as he can. All right, so that was 3 more damage into Vader, putting him down to
Down to
6.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll put 2 more on your base, put you down to 4.
I will remind you, Jeremy, you did say you wanted to play Vader. It's not working out as well for you as it normally does.
He wanted to play Vader, and all he got was this Palpatine.
Stormtroopers.
That's quite a few units. Play Obi-Wan. So
Yeah,
4,
there
6,
we
7.
go. Yep.
Yeah, this is a lot to deal with.
I'm feeling good about my position.
Obi-Wan has definitely taught you well.
How much time do we have for this stream? Does Jay-Z get to run it back if this game ends quick enough?
That wasn't the plan, no.
right.
But
We can run it back off.
I have
the
a
screen,
feeling
though.
it might go differently if we play the second game.
well, that's the thing with these. Like, I mean, I didn't design them, so I can say this. You all did a great job designing them because they are very balanced.
There's a lot of
the
play to
next
these
game would
decks,
probably go
yeah.
very differently just because of draws and timing. Like they work very, very well together.
I'm slightly disappointed I went through this whole game without seeing either of my droid friends.
Yeah, I even mentioned there are
Yeah.
3 of them in there.
Yeah, 3 R2s and 3 3POs, and I saw none of them.
Right, and we also, I've got a list of cards over here that we haven't talked about yet, and we still haven't talked about them.
Yeah.
We've got
There were several we didn't see.
But yeah, I guess people will just have to wait then.
There's nothing I can do to stop 3 units. You need a shield with Luke on Obi-Wan. I only have 4 health left. I have no Sentinel units I've drawn yet. And yeah, it's just kill somebody.
Yeah,
Or
take them
something.
out.
Sure. I'll shield
One of your
Obi-Wan.
bases as well. Take that.
Oh, one to my base. Yeah,
one
wow.
on the base.
Can't miss that. I will
Down
shield
to 25.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, just take
Yeah, take
initiative.
initiative. Hope you draw a Sentinel.
It's not gonna
Pass.
delay the inevitable, but
Now, what happens if? What happens to this game if Danny doesn't resource Chewie earlier? Right? Like.
Right.
Very different game. I definitely don't defeat Vader the turn he comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think was crucial to keeping my hopes alive.
All right, what do you got, Jeremy?
I'll just show off
Play
another
a sweet card.
card I don't think we've seen before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Star
way we
Destroyer.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go with the Gladiator Star Destroyer. Let's show that one off.
And it
Okay,
does slow
Jeremy.
things down a bit.
What do we got?
It's 5/6 space units. When played, give a unit sentinel for this phase. That can include ground units. So, what I will do, I will. It's not going to matter. I'll just get. How about Smealy Duster or
3-1.
Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
He's getting very courageous all of a sudden.
Good for him.
I'll take you all on.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing a good thing. Well, he does have Sentinel, so it does mean I'm going to have to attack him. So Leia will take him out, lose her shield.
And I'll take Obi-Wan's shield off and do one to your base.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And just for funsies, I'm going to show, I believe, another new card.
All right.
Shoot first. Can we throw shoot first up there?
Oh, shoot first. All right, another
So
new card.
we've seen Han Solo unit already.
Yep.
This is Han Solo unit on an event, basically. Attack with a unit, it gets +1/+0 for this attack, and deals its combat damage before the defender. So this is going to be a great card. Throw it on like a medium or large unit, attack something, and don't take any damage back. But in this case, I will just use it to attack for 1 extra damage on your base with Obi-Wan.
No.
that
Deal
over
5,
and over again.
and yeah, for funsies.
All right.
All right.
Good game.
Yeah, good game.
So, yeah, good game. We've been watching the chat, and nobody wanted a rematch. Everybody just said, you know what? This is good. We don't want any more gameplay. But we're not going to listen to them. If you guys want to play a second game, we have time. You want to do it? I mean, Jeremy wants to.
I mean,
Jeremy's got an axe to grind.
same decks or swap decks is the real question.
Ooh, is it best of 3 same decks,
is it best
or
of-
do
yeah.
we just see if Danny is just the pilot today? I think we leave it.
I'm curious. I'll leave it.
I think we leave it.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
I don't think Vader will.
let's do it. Oh, hey,
We'll
look,
let you down a
they
second.
can
Oh
see
no!
you now. Tyler's here. Yeah, the dual commentary was not planned for today, but Tyler was here, so why not?
Yeah, I just like being on camera.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. You look great on camera.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, did we not pull up shoot first? Yeah, let's show the card really quick. I know Danny talked about it, but
Big on the screen or?
yeah, big on the screen.
okay.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get that up here in just a second, and then just cover it again. It's the same ability Han Solo has. You attack with the unit, gets +1/+0 for the attack, and
Yeah.
deals damage first. So real nice to not take that hit back.
This is fun. Hopefully we show off some more new cards in game 2.
Yeah, I mean we've still got a good list over here.
Yeah.
All right, so
I will say also, we haven't played the starters in a while, but I think each of us in play testing for future sets has played decks with Luke or Vader as a leader relatively recently.
nice.
Yeah.
I have a, not going to spoil anything, but I have a set 2 deck with Luke as a leader that I love.
Quite good.
Yeah,
All right.
making good use of those shields.
All right, cool. So, since Danny did win the first game, Jeremy, I'm assuming you want to keep the initiative on your side?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So, because the chat wanted
gotta
this to
keep
happen,
this.
I want everybody to know I'm missing a meeting because all of you wanted another game to happen, which
You say that like that's not. it's
I'm not
only
going to be
for
mad
one.
about. No, I love it. I would so much rather hang out with all of you.
I believe a unspoiled card in hand, so I'll keep. Just show that off.
Yeah.
No, the real flex is you say this is an unpreviewed card. You don't show it to the audience, and then you put it down as a
I like to keep
resource.
these cards just because they seem fun.
I would never do such a thing. Yeah, here's that card. I don't believe you've shown this yet.
No, we haven't.
Oh,
So
Ozzel,
this
yeah.
is perfect timing, and then we're going to answer a question. So let's show Admiral Ozzel. This is one of the ones that we definitely wanted to show today.
Yeah.
So let's pull Admiral Ozzel up on the screen.
This is your design, right, Jamie?
Yes. So he's a 2 cost, 2 power, 3 hit points. Action, exhaust them to play an Imperial unit from my hand, paying its cost. It enters play ready, and then each opponent may ready a unit. So Ozzel's from the
Spicy.
Empire Strikes Back. He's the admiral that deployed right above Hoth, so the rebels were able to detect him immediately and then set up their shield defense. So Vader was not pleased with that. He met an unfortunate fate for his folly. So yeah, you can play an Imperial unit. It comes like ready, so you're ready to attack the very next action with that unit. It's very uncommon to have a unit come and play completely ready.
Yep.
But if you're like Ozzel, sometimes you might let your opponents get an advantage as well. So ideally, you'll be playing a little smarter and try to take the initiative and use it on the first action,
Right.
so they don't have
Yep.
any exhausted units. But
Very cool.
that's Ozzel.
All right, Ozzel is in play. So really quickly, this is a question from the chat. Can someone waste their epic action if they try to use it but don't have the resources for it? That doesn't,
Oh,
right?
sure. I feel like it's one of those technically you could, but
Oh, I mean,
If
it
you have, like,
starts by saying if you have enough
Yeah.
resources, then you do the thing,
Yeah.
right?
Like if you have 5 resources, you think you have 6, you actually trigger it, it wouldn't do anything. But that's more of like a, just let the opponent take that back. That's clearly it's a misplay that could really affect the game because we don't want to have that happen where the opponent unfortunately can't deploy the leader after that since it's an epic action.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think technically, you would attempt to trigger it sooner. And then, you don't have enough resources, so then you couldn't deploy, but you used it. I guess a rare instance, maybe you just want to take an action just to see what they're doing, like you're about to lose a game or something, who knows, or for whatever reason. I guess it is an option, but
We'll get more into the weeds on that in all of our rules
Yeah.
that we'll have for organized play events.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
be kind
that-
of think there will
that's
be a
some-
section covering that
Yep.
in the tournament rules.
Yeah, that's
that
gonna-
will,
That's definitely going to be included and will require a little bit more internal discussion to make sure we're all
yeah, I
on the
think
same page.
the player intent will have to come into play there.
Correct.
All right, here's R2.
Hey, look at that.
When played, I get to look at the top card of my deck. I may put it on the bottom. Well, I can't put that on the bottom. Is it right for me to show the camera?
Oh, yeah, just not Jeremy.
I'll look away.
Like, of course.
I
let's keep
mean,
it on
yes,
top.
yes.
I'll
I
take
had-
initiative.
Jay-Z.
An assumption.
I'll shield him.
Yeah.
And pass. It's going to be a very different game from game 1.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, you're starting with R2.
Yeah.
I see your hand,
sounds
and you
like-
showed everybody what you just drew.
It's a great thing about this game, every game can be quite different from one to the other. It's
Right. I mean,
a lot of
resourcing.
variety.
Just resourcing
Yeah.
changes.
Is
the
that,
game.
yeah, I love that some of it is just variants of what you draw, but a lot of it is just, this game I'm going to choose to resource
Yep.
in a way that I play completely differently from other games.
Right, and for people that are really into the game and playing competitively, seeing your opponent's leader, or after game 1, seeing a lot of your opponent's deck, you might know what cards you don't need as much for that matchup. So those then get resourced where you would have used them first game potentially, right?
Yeah. All right, Ozzo, we're coming in real soon.
All right, let's go.
That's a bad thing for me. It's a very bad thing for me. I'm going to attack your base for 1, trigger R2's on attack. I'll leave that on top.
Just don't forget what it is. Just in case.
Knock your shield off, become a resource.
I'll pay 2 for C3PO.
Hey,
Got
look
the
at
combo.
that.
When played, I will choose the number 5. Look at that.
What? No way.
It's 5 drop.
That's a good guess. There aren't a lot of
I'm
fives in that deck.
really good at guessing.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I bet you will. So yeah, this is the other place sequencing comes in, right? So I can put a shield on 3PO. If I do, you get to ping it off and deal 1 to my base. But then I take initiative. Or I could just take initiative now, end the round, and don't have 1 damage on my base. I guess I'll do that.
Yeah.
Initiative, let's go to the next round.
All right.
Yeah. 100% different game.
Yeah. And a game that is not going as well for Luke Skywalker.
This time, Danny's going to be the one with a bunch of cards in his hand.
Yes,
Last time
a bunch of cards in my hand.
Last time
and
you got to play out your whole hand. This time you'll have lots of cards and no damage.
I mean, 2 damage around with those 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sorry. Do I slowly whittle away Admiral Ozzel? Is that the plan? I think it might be. If he starts bringing in, something like Palpatine ready, it's going to be a problem for me. And I've got the card advantage right now, so I should probably
Right.
try to exploit it
And I
rather than
mean-
just racing.
Yeah, R2ing now, then 3POing, readying R2 again, and looking
Attack
at the
Ozzel,
next card. Like,
trigger.
that seems good.
Keep that on top.
Seems all right.
Take 2.
Puzzle punches back.
He didn't really care much about that attack. Let's be honest.
Who, Ozzel?
Hustle.
No.
You think he's intimidated by some punky droid?
I mean, I would
He's
be.
Admiral Ozzel. He's the best admiral in the
maybe
fleet.
I was supposed to attack with 3PO so that if you use Ozzel, I could. Nah, it's probably about the same.
Yeah, I mean, this way you know what you get, and then you can look at the next card and tuck it if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm thinking
You
it
don't
gives,
get the
it gives
second
me
guess.
a chance to get lucky on the
Correct.
first guess, and then if he lets me ready
Right.
3PO, I can do it
Yep.
again. But yeah.
What you got, Jay-Z? And there's 3. If it's another tech. All right, another super laser technician coming in.
Bummer.
Coming for R2.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely is. All right. This time I'm going to, as every Star Wars fan knows, C-3PO shot first. Take out Oswald. And on attack, I will say 2, revealing a surprise
Hey,
strike.
look at that. I'm trying to think of any time C-3PO has done anything to damage anyone.
Maybe on accident at some point.
Yeah, maybe, other than himself.
I feel like
He's in a whole fight on Geonosis.
that's what I'm thinking. Like Attack of the Clones, he like
Yeah,
trips over
but-
and takes out some battle droids.
How much of that is him doing that, though, right? All right. That was good.
That second super laser technician is very bad for
Uh-huh.
Admiral Ozzel was not prepared for C-3PO with a blaster.
me. No.
Neither was I. Single spend for Vader. All right.
C-3PO on your base.
Okay, so that's 1 damage now to each base. So taking Danny down to 29.
Given that you can maybe deploy Vader next turn, maybe is too strong a word, that you can certainly
no,
deploy Vader next
yep.
turn,
Definitely.
I'm inclined to put as much stuff on the ground as possible in hopes I can just swarm him. Just, again, the classic Star Wars scene where, like, you know, C-3PO's got one of Vader's arms and R2's got the other, and Yoda is just, you know,
Pummeling
punching him.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that about as
Takes
well as you do.
initiative.
Take initiative. I'll pass.
Jeez.
Remember that time when Darth Vader is just like really just buried in dudes? He's just like, stop it.
Surrounded by what now?
Dudes. Little dudes.
Fear.
he's little
maybe
dudes.
maybe a little bit.
Fear
of
and Dead Man?
Maybe a little bit.
No one's dead yet.
Not yet.
Again, I've got a plan.
That's good. That's
Is it a
good.
good plan?
It's a convoluted plan that has all sorts of holes in it. It's a plan.
Check.
It is a plan.
It involves C-3PO correctly guessing the top card of his deck.
Is that the plan?
Yes.
My plan is to hope that I get lucky and get something that actually allows me to
Yes.
create a plan.
No, actually, this is a fun feature of just blind C-3PO that I like. Is if you know what card you need, then the calculus doesn't
Right.
stops being, hey, what's the most common number in my
Yeah.
deck? And now I need this specific card. I'm going to name the cost of that specific card and hope that's the top of my deck. Because if it's any other card, it doesn't matter anyway.
Let me consult my deck list.
Right, right.
Oh.
So I am going to point
Interesting.
out the chat is saying space is looking a little bit empty this game. What are you going to do about that?
Play more
Nothing.
ground units,
The,
obviously.
the answer looking at Danny's hand at least is maybe nothing. Who knows?
Play more ground units, obviously.
Cool.
Not revealing new cards. It's worried.
Should I try refreshing and see what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, it ends the stream, right?
Okay. It looks like we're live again. Yeah, I was just going to comment in the chat. Sorry about that, everybody. It looks like our office internet went down for a couple minutes there. So we're back. And Jeremy was just about to take his action, so we paused, held off, and we're ready to go now. So, yeah, I was not forced into that meeting. Thank you for calling that out, though. But, yeah, we're still here. We're still playing. So, Jeremy.
I'm taking aim at Yoda.
Okay.
Yoda's defeated. I will choose myself to draw a
You
card.
don't want to be a pal and choose me as well? Come on, son.
Can't say that I do.
Got this father-son bond going, right?
I love that you just called Danny son. I mean, I get what you're doing, but I just enjoyed that.
We can go to father-son picnics.
That sounds nice.
And help you build your own
I'm
pod
gonna hit your
racer.
base for 1. I'm gonna choose 3. We'll choose not to reveal that card.
Okay. All right, so that was one more damage that went into Jeremy's base. Yep, perfect. All right.
Finally found a guard.
Ooh, hey, you got yourself a sentinel.
I
Look at
desperately needed
that.
those last game.
Not ideal. How am I gonna get out of this one? I just need to get a lot of units into play. Is really the thing. Here's a rogue operative.
All right. We already showed it off. We're not doing it again.
Comcast owes us all a booster pack. Nice.
Let's hit 3PO in your
Comcast is giving out booster packs. I'll take one.
Take it, right? Yeah.
All right, there's another damage into Danny's base.
Pass.
Putting him at an even 28.
My daughter gonna come out and trip me up again.
Have I mentioned that Leia is one of the best cards in the game?
Certainly one of your favorites.
Yeah, let's find out. Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
Dad, sit down.
take the initiative.
Just take a
Pass.
break. He just needs to take a break. He needs to relax.
Unfortunately, he couldn't attack that round, but he can attack this round.
With
Yes.
initiative. Yep.
Yes, but at least I have a little more in play now before the disaster starts.
Just hang on to them.
Games where you get to ramp twice are really
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to
yeah,
win.
yeah. That was a quick 7 resources.
All right, I guess first action. Might as well finally get attacking those invaders, and never happened last game. Let's attack your rogue operative and deal 2 to my daughter for disobeying me.
All right, take 2 damage back.
Now that's dead man.
There it is.
Did you not resource this turn?
I did not.
Interesting. How many cards is that in hand then? 4?
Only 4.
Yeah, we got 5.
I love
don't like any of it.
watching you think about what you're going to do next.
Here's
I know it's top down on the
lieutenants.
table, but Danny's head is just doing a lot of shaking. There's a lot of sighing going on, which you can probably hear.
Yeah,
It's entertaining. I love it. Being on this
this
side
is
of it.
bad. So when played, I get to attack with another unit. If it's a rebel, it gets +2/+0. My good friend 3PO will attack your sentinel as a 3/4. On attack, I'll say 3. Why don't I just say 2 every time? When will I learn?
Because the one time you say 2, it's going to be a 3.
Your
Correct.
action.
That is 100% correct. Can confirm.
I'll.
This is one of the things I love about the alternating actions.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
cannot plan out your turn.
And you
You
also
can
can't
try hard, but you can't.
and you also can't check out of the game ever.
No, no.
Yeah.
100% you got to be dialed in.
Yep. There's no waiting to see, okay, what do I have left after you're done? Okay, I'll work with that. It's just constantly changing.
3PO has done a lot of work this game.
He has.
Yep.
I do love
Drew a
people are
card,
excited
took
about,
out 2 units, and
Yeah.
showed me the top card of my deck on multiple
Right.
occasions.
excited about 3PO's kill count this game.
Look at that. Surprise strike.
I'm just gonna save you some time. I've got it all, so don't bother playing around anything.
Lost my Sentinel.
I do like that quote. I mean, it's not an actual quote, but
Which one?
always in motion, the future is.
No, that's a quote.
What's that?
Oh,
Well,
pass.
but the way it was written, though,
Pass.
alternative action gameplay.
Oh, sure,
That's who the quote was by.
Oh, I see.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
just the way it was written. I liked it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Shield.
Doing commentary on a game like this is a lot harder when both players are sitting right next to you because you can't talk
Right,
about
no, you
anything
can't
that's
talk
in
about
their
the
hands.
things that you would want to talk about and
Yeah.
give advantage to anybody else. So you know what? I'll talk about everything that Danny has.
Oh, great.
And then
Well,
Jeremy
only-
won't listen to my voice, and you talk about everything Jeremy has.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
And Danny just won't listen to your voice.
Sounds
I
good.
think we can do that, right?
Or we could both talk about what Danny has and give him a huge disadvantage.
Right.
Flip Luke.
All right.
You barrage on Vader.
Got him. Big blowout. Big blowout turn.
Oh, okay. So that's an overwhelming barrage. For those that don't remember, it gives a +2, +2/+2 to a unit, and then they immediately deal damage spread
7
how
to
they
Luke.
want.
7
So,
to
yep,
Luke.
7 into Luke immediately.
That's not what I expected.
0 to Madi.
That's not what I expected. Yeah, I was expecting one to Madi as well.
Leaving Luke alive is dangerous.
Valid.
Initiative.
Jeez.
Pass.
Yeah, very, very, very different game. This
Yeah.
game.
This is, I will say, an interesting spot where initiative matters a lot. Where I, spoiler alert, have cards in my hand I could play.
Right.
But taking initiative seems much more important.
I also want to point out we are how many rounds into the game now? This is
This
gonna
is
be
round
5,
6 coming up.
round 6.
You
Yeah.
can tell by counting Luke's resources because
Yes.
Vader's
Counting
resources
those
mean nothing.
Exactly. Vader's at 100 resources, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's 2 damage on each base,
Yeah, this is a,
which is
a
also
much
very
grindier
different
game
from
than
the last game.
Yeah, but Vader's important.
True.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Yeah, I do find it. Yes, that is correct. I find it interesting because obviously they have different strategies than I do, but like I would have dealt
I will start.
one to the
Surprise
Legion
strike.
and one to Madi,
Goodbye, Vader.
And kept Luke on the board.
and left Luke with 2 health.
'Cause
but
then
I,
you
but then I
ready
ready
Vader
Vader,
again.
and then
Yep.
attack but that lets Luke take an action, which maybe is its own danger, right?
Correct. Especially which, as we just saw, Surprise Strike was in hand. So
Oh, that's true.
Luke could have.
Luke very likely would have.
Yep.
In fact,
Yes.
with 2 resources up.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. We can throw our X's on.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there, Maudi. One to your base.
Good job, Marty. There we
so
go.
Cool.
One more to Danny. Perfect.
5 for Chewbacca.
All right, there's the Wookiee. What do you got, Jay-Z?
Yikes.
And 4 to
All right.
Chewbacca.
Okay, and because it's not an attack, it does not ready Chewie.
I'll take initiative. I've been meaning to flip initiative from, available
Right,
to
yeah,
claim
from
every
the
time.
embossed to-
And I forgot.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Did it this time.
It is a good reminder when it's been claimed to flip it, but
Yeah.
I'm watching you, so you don't have to worry about it. I won't let you cheat.
You got 3 cards in hand.
Is that 3? Yeah.
3 cards, yeah.
Fleet Lieutenant had a shield,
Yep.
so Fleet Lieutenant would not be taken out by Vader.
Shields are good, actually.
Yes, yes. Very, very good.
I might regret
let me
this,
see your
but
hand.
not trigger it.
There's a new
Oh,
card there.
okay. Somebody in the chat called it out. They were like, new card in Danny's hand? Or is that shoot first? Can't tell.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
you just don't get to see it.
pass.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's one we could definitely hold off on. I mean, that is one. We haven't talked about it yet, but there will be an article to talk about the starter decks as soon as we're done with the live stream today. That article will go live.
A lot of options.
And I know that it'll happen right after the stream because the person posting it has been watching the stream and sending us comments. So yeah, that'll go live. So if you don't play that card, people will still get to see it today. And the person posting the article won't be sad that their article has at least one of the new cards. We've kind of taken a lot of their other stuff.
All right, I'm going to start
Man.
by attacking Admiral Mahdi with Chewbacca. Sure, he goes up to 5 damage. Feel free to ready any villain units you'd like.
I'll pass.
Fair enough.
You're so mean.
That is, yeah,
What's a jerk move?
the strength and the weakness of Mahdi. Very initiative-dependent card.
It's just,
at times.
just the way you said it. Feel free to do the thing you can't do. Jeez.
Man, the temptation for me, if I'm in either of these seats, to just like really flex that like you haven't seen this card and now it's a resource.
Right.
Is so
Yep.
strong.
That's why they're not letting you and me play.
I know.
Ooh.
4.
Ooh.
Spooky number. Maybe not too spooky.
Let's attack a base for 3.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable thing to do first.
All right. 3 more damage into Danny.
And you are just in time because I'm going to exhaust 4 and ambush your interceptor with my gunship. So ambush it readies and immediately attacks an enemy unit. I know there's some questions about that during the demo. To be clear, it can only attack a unit. It can't attack base with ambush.
Correct. Yep.
And if there's no enemy unit to attack, it just stays exhausted.
Yeah, it doesn't get to ready
Doesn't get
and
to
then
ready
just
and
stay
then
ready,
stay ready.
and not do its thing. Yep.
Yeah. Reminder text doesn't, is a little succinct, so doesn't totally cover that, but in the quick start rules, I think it's pretty clear.
Yep.
And in the full rules, certainly it'll be clear. Yep, makes sense. This has been a very good game. A very slow
Yeah.
burn of a game compared to the last one.
So
Oh yeah,
there,
this is gonna be very grindy.
there's a question about discard piles being face up.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
face up.
that's public knowledge.
Yep.
So
It's not strictly necessary to lay them out the way that they're laid out so you
Right.
can see every card, but that's a common competitive game heuristic that people learn.
Yep.
Just because, like,
Yeah.
if you're going to be constantly checking it, you might as well just lay it all out.
yeah.
Boy, so you showed me an interceptor and a 3/3 sentinel on the ground. Makes me make a choice again. I will shield this gunship. So the interceptor doesn't just get to eat it for free.
What did you just take?
Those two.
Those two. What's in hand?
Spoiler alert.
Ah.
Of course you play the sentinel.
I just saw a comment and I didn't know if it was actually valid or not.
Do I play another card or do I just take initiative? I have the option to ping off that shield, which is a bummer. Let's trade now. Might as well do it.
Kill Chewie.
Oh, kill Chewie.
Ooh. All right.
Surprise.
And then
You thought he was going
one
for the
more
shield.
to the base as well. So
Yeah.
that's one more to Danny.
Yeah, I could have done things differently. And probably should have somewhere along the way.
That was one more damage to Danny. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll
It
take
was
initiative.
coming.
I'll
They're
pass.
on it. They're on it.
Oh, that makes me wish I'd done something different. Oh well. I'm gonna keep resourcing, going up to 9.
Wow.
I see. The question was regarding the cards seen by Tarkin and one that got
not
tucked
yours.
underneath. Okay. Okay. We're good. It might have been. I didn't see the cards though, so.
It's a peek. It's a peek into the future.
Yes. I mean, which one? Oh, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
not
I
a
see.
specific future.
Yep.
Because they don't get to see what it is.
Yeah, 'cause it's that one.
Is
Yeah.
that one? Oh, okay. Sure.
I mean, that's my
Oh.
assumption based on
Context.
what we have here.
To resource or not to resource? I don't have
is the
to.
Right. How many cards in hand?
I have 5.
5?
8 resources in play, so. Yeah, how long is this game going to go on for?
Yeah.
Very different from last game.
Very different.
How many cards do you have, Danny?
4.
4. Wow.
4 cards, 9 resources there.
Jeez.
I guess if Jay-Z resources here, they'll be even.
It's just very different from the last game, though.
Yeah.
You never got to 9 resources in the last game, did you?
I get to 6.
Yeah, you kept that at 6. Jeez. Yeah.
I also like that you can skip a resource or two and then decide later that
Strike it.
actually I need to keep going. So it's like, oh, I'll stay at 6 for 2 rounds, and oh, now I need to be up to 8. So we're gonna keep, get back into the system.
Yep.
Once you stop, you're not locked into that choice.
Ooh,
Obi-Wan.
6 for Obi-Wan. Okay, bringing the Sentinel back out into the ground arena. And what is the response?
That's the card I didn't want to see.
I mean, I love
That's
this.
how I killed you earlier, Obi-Wan. Where'd you come from? Just your spirit?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, you didn't kill him, you just defeated him. It's a temporary defeat. So much thought. I love it.
It's a very strategic game.
It is, yes. And when you know it as well as these two do,
Oh, yeah.
obviously there's a lot.
Well, and especially when you know your opponent's deck list. Even,
Right.
Right? Because,
Yep.
like, obviously when the starter decks are predefined, then then both players know what both decks are. And you can play
Sure,
around
walk into
specific cards.
Vanquish or Waylay, but
Yep. All right, ATST coming into play. That's a big 6.
It's here to step on Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You are not walking into a waylay. Fleet Lieutenant, I'll. This is so awkward.
Not a rebel.
I'll just hit you for 3.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah,
3
one of the
damage.
few non-rebels in the set, but wanted to commit to the board. Maybe Ocean Woman's better.
I guess I'll just take initiative.
Ooh, takes initiative. Right.
Yeah,
All right, yeah,
absolutely.
I'll pass.
That guarantees the ATST gets to step on Obi-Wan.
It does. It does do that.
So many resources.
Do I go to 10?
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
What's going on?
I could see why
have-
at this point.
I have 10 resources worth of things I want to do this turn for sure. It's just a question of will I regret it in future turns.
Yeah,
I don't think I will.
All right.
I'm a believer.
Go big.
Now, if you go to 11, I'm just gonna roll
I mean,
my eyes.
you can't take it to 11. Max is out at 10.
Oh, you haven't seen some of the games we played. I'll go to 15 if I have to.
I'm just talking about my dial. Max is out at 10. There is no 11.
Imperial maximum
All
firepower.
right, maximum firepower.
Dealing 6 damage to Kenobi.
8 damage. Get him.
And you
got
could-
2 Imperials.
could choose that
Oh,
first. then
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just to flex,
Yep. All right, 2 experience to another friendly
Experience,
unit.
Where is it going? I think it's going into space.
I mean, that's what people have been asking for. They wanted the space game.
lot of tokens on this guy.
All right. What's your response, Danny?
Oh yeah, I could do something.
The answer is yes, right?
On which one?
The big question.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
So there was a question in the chat about playing a second Obi-Wan. When a second unique card is played, you defeat one of the two cards,
And you get to pick what it is.
and you choose which one it is. So defeating an
Yeah, for
Obi-Wan would allow you to get the 2 experience tokens on a unit in play. If it's Force unit,
Sure,
including
Obi-Wan
the other
3.
Obi-Wan, you can also get the additional benefit. So
So what you're saying is if I have 2 Obi-Wans, I can have 1 in play, and then I can pay 6 resources to get 2 experience and draw a card.
essentially, yes. Yep.
That is what I was hoping for, because I did draw Han Solo.
Ooh, wait.
This is new, right? No, it's not new. We showed it in that article.
Yeah, we showed Han already.
They're like
So
haymakers.
we've talked about him shooting first with the
Yeah.
new shoot first
Han
event
shoots
card.
So Han will come in,
Shoot the water.
ambush, attack the ATSC, dealing damage before the ATSC, and
Yep.
defeating it. Had to wait for that ATSC to get at least 1 damage on it before that play worked.
Yeah, and that was where going to 10 resources made a whole lot of sense this round when you got a 7 cost card coming into play.
Yeah.
All right. Man, this is a very different game. I'm looking at the time right now. Like, we're still at 20 health left on each base.
I mean, Han Solo's out, so that's not going to last that long.
True.
The 20 health, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of big units to draw into that. Not sure if I have enough answers for everything.
Sometime we should play a game that's me versus Tyler. Probably the 2 fastest unlimited players.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Oh,
playtest
yeah.
group. Just like, let's just turn this out in 10 minutes.
I am
7 minutes.
more invested in having a good game than in winning, which sometimes means not thinking through all the possible options.
I mean, the most proud moment I've had playing this game was beating you the one time that I've beat
Yeah.
you in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I will ever beat you, is that one time. And I will hold
you're-
on to
and you're
that
gonna hold on to
forever.
it forever, yeah.
Forever and ever.
As you should.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Spice Squadron. Missing a couple meetings at
Just
this
hit your
point.
base for
No,
2.
you're the one missing the meetings. at
Oh,
this
I
point.
mean, whatever, I don't care. I mean,
Who got? Oh. Tarkin.
Shield Han, I guess. Feel free to take that shield right off.
it seems like
I
that's
think
going to
I
happen.
will.
Okay,
To that
so
shield.
The shield?
oh, okay. So the shield gets taken off the Azatuk, and then 1 more damage into Danny's
Take
base.
initiative.
And there
Pew, pew,
goes.
pew.
Yep.
Pass.
I think it's space. This game, it's
All
whoever
right.
can control space.
This
is
time I
gonna
will
win.
not put down resources.
Probably.
That's the way it's going to be.
I don't know if you know this, but the Empire has many much stronger space units.
I mean, it
So,
makes sense.
If Danny can't win on the ground, he will lose in space eventually.
6 your base.
Okay. Takes Jeremy down to 14.
And you're at 13 damage on your base.
Like the
Knowing
comment.
what that card is even funnier.
What card?
the, one they're talking about.
Ah,
in the chat.
got it. No, I just saw the comment about the clip from the live stream going in my annual review.
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
I was hoping to save this for something more impactful, but
All right, so
we're
that
just
was
gonna make the
3 more
tempo
damage.
play of Leia Exhaust Tarkin.
All right.
She recognized his
'Cause I
foul
am-
stench.
Yeah.
You've been called a coward for stopping at 10 resources.
It's a truly cowardly play. We haven't shown the entire deck list yet. Who's to say there's not a 15 cost card in the Luke starter?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say
Who is
that.
to say? Will Tyler say that?
Tyler
I
can
will
say what
shield
Tyler
that.
wants. Is Tyler really even here, though? I didn't introduce Tyler at the beginning of the stream. Oh, yeah, no Tyler, see? He's either very
Really?
good at ventriloquism or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I just
I'll pass.
have really good voice acting skills.
He's a ghost.
That didn't sound like me as a voice actor for you or you. I don't know what that was.
Exactly.
Shield off, one your base.
All right, one more into Danny's base.
I'll pass again. It's possible I have some reactive cards in my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, no. It's some, all, maybe.
Yeah. Vigilance.
What is the highest number you reach research in cards? In
Me
playtesting
personally?
games, I've gone to at least 16.
I was going to say, definitely 16. I think that's the number that I would think of as well.
Yeah, I think I'm only 14. I think that's my cap.
You went 14 once?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like to play Vigilance, so some of my games take a while.
I was going to say, vigilance and cunning, having reactive cards?
We'll
No
take
way.
initiative.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. Oh, I need higher impact cards.
You should try drawing more Han Solos.
I should.
And
I should try
also
that.
more Obi-Wans.
Could use another. I don't know what I could use. Cards that cost more resources. All right, you start. Yes, I have definitely had games end at 16 resources and games end at 4 resources.
Yep.
Both those things are true.
Another speed bump.
All right. Get that card in the way.
Wow, that's so mildly annoying.
Yes. Correct.
Just annoying enough.
Oh, God, this hand is like really not good at dealing with it either.
Wow. No, it sure isn't.
Yeah, this is such a bummer. Put it back in your hand. Would you like to play it again?
Spend
Probably
3
should,
to drop
huh?
it again.
Yeah. If it's that annoying, sure.
I guess I have to waste a Han attack just taking it out.
Knock your shield off.
No.
Oh,
No,
first,
Han
first.
Han
Yep.
shoots first.
Han.
I'll hit your base for 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly lose this game.
All right.
That is my fear.
I don't know.
Do I have outs to race?
It's starting to look pretty quick to me.
Do I have outs
A
to
lot of
race?
numbers on the board.
Those Death Star Stormtroopers hit real hard.
Yes, they do.
Gotta try to race at least. I'll exhaust your interceptor shield there.
What? Is that a
it's a new card.
Oh, hey! All right, the card that was maybe going to be saved for the article. Let's show the Asteroid Sanctuary really quick. I mean, you've already seen and heard what it does, but we'll still pull that up. So yeah, exhaust an enemy unit, which was that Imperial Interceptor, and then a shield token to a friendly unit that costs 3 or less. So
Yeah,
Right.
you go hide in an asteroid field.
The interceptor.
Interceptor that's chasing
can't
you
find
gets confused and wastes time looking around, and you're safe.
Yep.
You're hiding.
awesome.
I'll take your base for 3.
Yeah, this is bad.
Jeremy's like, that was nice. Now take more damage.
Let's see, I've got 7 left. Gonna go down to 5. Things looking bad. And you've got 14 left, huh? I'm gonna have outs. I think this is how I win. Surprise strike Leia, hit your base for 5.
All right.
How many surprise tricks have we played? 2?
2.
I believe there's only 2 in there.
At the end of the game, maybe you can
We'll
find out.
know.
Let's see, who's going to outrace the other first? You have 3 cards in the hand?
2 goes in.
You've had 1 waylay?
I've played 1 Waylay. I played 0 Vanquish. Played 0. Oh no, I played 1 Shoot First. And 1 Fleet Lieutenant.
Oh, just naming all the 3 cost cards.
Naming all the cards that can deal extra damage on attack, I think.
Oh, sure.
I have not played. Yeah. Oh,
I'll attack your
Just right next to the
base for
mic.
2.
All right, Tarkin into the base for 2 more. Down to 5. Yeah, let's replace those.
Got to repair.
yeah. Let's leave not replace them because I'm going to repair right away.
Oh,
He'll take
all right.
damage from my base.
Okay.
Hoping I can just make you take a lot of attacks to kill me.
Still going to
Currently
win.
Currently,
just-
it's 3 attacks.
So base is back up to 8 health.
Yeah.
It's 8 to 9.
Yep.
Oh, that's
8
bad.
health on Luke's and 9 on Vader's.
X-Wing was my last
All
card.
right.
But you getting to ready a unit is
Force
very
choke.
bad for me.
Mod 1 to your base.
All right, so that was 1 into Danny's base.
I'm down to 7. I'll take initiative.
Attack your base for 3.
3 more
Down
into
to
the base.
4.
Pass.
4 to 9.
Okay.
Come on,
Look at that.
combat tricks.
Can we all acknowledge that Force Choke Mahdi worked? We did it. We Force Choked Mahdi, just like in the movie.
I mean, I don't blame him. Monty was kind of obnoxious.
I'll keep both cards. $21. You've got 9 left? I've got 4 left.
Yep.
All right, it's the $1 million question. Does Han have a surprise strike?
Jay-Z was right. I am out of surprise strikes in my deck. So Han will just hit you for 6.
Fleet Lieutenant, though.
But Han's not a.
Put you down
not
to
a rebel.
3.
Down to 3.
Yeah.
Fleet Lieutenant, right? Fleet Lieutenant
Or
would get it.
X-Wing.
Yeah.
So now it's
All right,
did
what's
Jeremy
the
draw a
response,
trick
Jeremy?
to end the game in 1 action?
I did not, unfortunately.
Leia has a shield.
Yep.
I'm like, surely we can get Leia off the board, but surprisingly we can't.
Well, it's still X-Wing up
Yeah.
there as well. Either way, it's
That's true.
hit for 3.
And as is with card games, I got into 1. Yeah.
Yep.
As is with card games, you can play a very long strategic back and forth game and have it all come down to 1 top deck.
Oh.
You're at the
Fleet
Fleet
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Leia hits your base for 4.
Good game.
Oh,
Great
man.
game, man. Great game.
Wow. Okay. That was
Yeah.
a little bit more of a grind than the last one.
Jeremy had a Palpatine in his hand. I just want everyone to know
Oh,
this.
jeez.
Palpatine, if that shield weren't there, Palpatine would have cleared the whole board. It would have
Yep.
been fine.
Yep.
Shoot. All right. Well, great games. Let's really quickly talk about the deck lists.
Yeah.
And then there are 2 cards that we will actually talk about with the deck lists that are not revealed yet that we will want to discuss.
Sounds good. We have 1 in each of our decks,
Yeah, so
and they're kind of mirrors of each other.
yes.
So you want to pull out... oh, mine was going to be the next card I drew. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised again that we didn't see either of those cards in either game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Perfect. I moved it right when the camera got to it.
All
job,
right,
Alex.
so
Thank you.
going through the Luke Skywalker deck list, you might notice right there is a card called General Dodonna.
Yeah. So let's just put
Just put it
Dodonna
down
right in
there.
that same. Well, actually, no. We've got the actual nice image of Dodonna. So let's pull up General Dodonna.
Yeah. 4 cost, 4/4 Rebel official. with other friendly Rebel units get +1/+1. Huge payoff for the Rebel deck.
Yeah, would have been real nice in either game.
Yeah, we've seen Leia leader already. Cares about Rebels. I will say right now, Dodonna, a great card to play in your Leia leader deck. Filled up with Rebels, play Dodonna on round 3. All your Rebels are +1/+1. Can add a ton of damage to the board really quickly.
Nice. Okay, cool. And then Jeremy, let's show yours off. So backside of that card. And in there, we've got some fun cards that you've seen, some cards you haven't seen, one of which that we will pull up on the screen now is General Veers. So let's pop up Veers. And hey, that looks somewhat familiar-ish.
So yeah, he's one cost one less, but it's 3/3, and then gives each of your other friendly Imperial units +1/+1. So yeah, there's a lot of cards like this that are very similar, but slightly different costs. We got like the Snowtrooper Lieutenants, and then the Fleet Lieutenant as well. So.
Yeah, so we
There's
want
a
to do
lot
a few of these mirrors in Rebel Imperial. We'll put them at different
Yep.
points in the cost curve, make the decks feel a little different, the archetypes feel different. In both these examples, obviously Imperial coming in a little lower on the curve, but with lower stats overall. Rebel more about getting down the Rebels early and then bringing in these things a little later to buff them.
Yeah.
There's also another one. You have Wing Leader.
Oh yeah, Wing Leader and the TIE Advanced. Yep, both with the experience tokens.
Yeah, and this is actually reverse, where Rebels get the cheaper version.
Yep.
But obviously there'll be a lot of, I think we showed Wing Leader in a game, but yeah. Same thing as this, 2 experience to a Rebel unit.
Yep.
But other than these like mirrored cards, I think Rebel and Imperial are going to play pretty differently. Very different stuff going on in some of those archetypes. And also just the hero-villain card pools are so different that it becomes a very different way of playing the game between them.
Absolutely.
As we saw with these 2 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. I don't see any other hanging questions right now. So things to remind everybody of, article regarding these demo decks. Wow, I'm so used to saying
Starter
demo
decks.
decks. The starter decks is going to be going live momentarily, so check out StarWarsUnlimited.com for that. Follow us on all of our socials for any of the updates and things that we're posting at FFG Unlimited. And just a reminder, some of us are going to be at Spiel coming up
Yes.
pretty soon here.
Yeah,
so,
super excited.
Yeah, for those that are in Europe and might be attending Spiel, make sure you go and say hi to Danny. Yeah, other than that, though, I think we're good. Thank you both for joining today. These games, I know it was only intended to be one, but these games were both amazing. And as always, thank you to all of you for being here, and we will see you next time. Bye.